away for the first over 1,200 meters here in this fillies maiden. One of the newcomers, Zarat Al Sahia, was very slow, will be at the back end in these early stages. Tanasov is also right towards the tail of the field. Sayouf Al Kir, another first-time starter, got a very bright start, is right up there early on. Latifa in green with the dark black epaulets, and another handy. Hasna Al-Hed is also hot prominent. Red jacket showing up very nicely. Deeper on the racecourse, Malaya wants a bit of that action. They're driving hard early here. Amir Farassa's back to the inside, the white and black jacket, and is being followed through by Haifa Al-Hedia, who's trying to get going as well as they make the turn back towards home. And it's now Hasna Al-Hed who's come to the front. 400 meters to go. Leads up over Mifarasa in second. They're being followed by a driven Malaya, who's just about in third, but has got a bit of work on. Trying to come out of the pack and close in on them is Modahima, but as they work their way inside the final 200, can Hasna Al-Hed still hold on? Is in front here with about 2.5 lengths the advantage and less than 100 meters to cover. It's going to be a winning debut for the Jerkins runner. It is Hasna Al-Hed who wins. Racing away. Local bred maiden underway over the 1,400 meters trip down to the inside. Wajhat Al Maidan not good away, is being driven to try and gain some early speed, and next drops to the tail. The yellow sleeve jacket and white cap is well out of its ground. Looking for early pace. Well, we've got a bit of a blanket on early doors here, haven't we? No real definite leader. Mona Al Jazeera is right up there. Also, Moaz is trying to get going to the outside. Walad Chrome back to the inside. Running Rail is right up there now as well. Got a bit edgy on the way down to the start, but is handy in second. Not far off them as well is Hakwat, the white jacket and green cap. Looking for runners to try and improve in between them. Well, Burlant's not far away. After a poor start, Wajhat Al Maidan has got quite handy. He's about 6th up the inside as they take the swing left-handed. Around the outside of the group, Gloria Flashes is right there with Marsum Al Naif in company. So they're about to swing back towards home here and head inside of the final 400 meters. So taking this turn, Walad Chrome up the running rail is strongly driven here to try and get past our leader. But as they work their way inside the final 150 meters, Moaz in front. Hakwat is the one trying to close. Wajhat Al Maidan still back to the inside. Then Marsum Al Naif. Plenty of these have had no part in the race whatsoever. And here comes Hakwat on the outside of Moaz, being driven strongly to the line. All out the leader, just done enough, I think. They're off. Racing away. 1,600 meters here for this maiden, 4-year-olds and upwards. In terms of the starts, not a great beginning by Every Day. That one's dropping towards the back of the field. Ibn Rashahash also not with the best of breaks. Monat Al-Bari got away well. Will today be her day? She's away very well. She's up there with Tothma, who's shown plenty of early toe. Practical Mischief, the noseband, is in between those. Black sleeves and cap wants a slice of that early action. Back to the inside, running round is Cresta de Vega. Spot the yellow sleeves. Human Maker is not far off them. Looking deeper out, War of Courage is right up there as well, trying to drive forwards. That's a combination of pink and blue. Latanza, the Jerkins runner, is back in about 7th or 8th. It's just in between horses. Dam Luge is on that one's outside, and back to the inside is Mabrukat Naj next in the field. Now going backwards is Ibn Rashahash, who made a bit of progress as they take the turn and head towards the exit and the final 600. So we're beginning the swing back towards home. Tothma is still there on the outside, just about narrowly ahead, is in company with Practical Mischief. In behind them, Monat Albari is in 3rd. Human Maker, the big imposing Human Maker, is around the outside. Cresta de Vega back on the running rail. Latanza, spot that red jacket, tries to get through in between horses. Down the centre of the race course is Dam Luge, heading inside the final 200 metres. Practical Mischief is proving a tough nut to crack. Tothma is still there, but here now is Monat Albari, who's got past them and has gone on here. Monat Albari is in front, and today is the day. They're off and racing. Very awkward start for Prism. Was away awkwardly, was to the side as the starter let them go for this restricted win race. Our 4th over 1,600 metres. Out wide Star Horse, a winner last time out, got a good start. Right down to the inside, just a tad, is blazing early speed, and the small but mighty Infrared is also very handy, the pink with the blue cap, being followed at this stage by Adjudicator. New Pursuit back to the inside. A little wider out onto the race course, we find the red cap of Liberation Point, who wants a slice of the early action. There's several driving for the lead, as is quite often the case. General Lee just in behind them, but now preceded by an improving Third Kingdom, has come rushing up in between rivals. Sat midfield early, but Third Kingdom is bang there now. He's right there and breezing along. Third Kingdom goes past just a tad. Liberation Point continues to follow. Star Horse is next in the field. Back to the inside running rail. New Pursuit trying to get through. Infrared, a bit of short of room there at one stage, is just in advance of Run Teddy Run, who's trying to latch onto them. But Third Kingdom looks to be going quite strongly here as they head inside the final 400. So we're taking the turn back towards home. New Pursuit is giving chase, and then comes Star Horse. Now Third Kingdom is 5 lengths clear. In second spot is New Pursuit, back to the inside. Infrared is running on. Still in their pitching is Star Horse. They're all playing for places only. Third Kingdom is 8 lengths to the good. And Third Kingdom, it's a double for the Jerkin stable. And boy, was he impressive. They're off and racing. Underway here over 1,400 metres for this 75 to 95 Arabian handicap. Looking for the early pace angles here. It looks as though Wathbat Al Khaladir is going to drive forwards and try and grab that inside rail. To Hamiat Al Khaladir is not far off them, and Munir also coming forwards in the black and white. Deeper on the race course is Suwaiti Khaled Al Khaladir, the white jacket, the black cap, racing a little deeper out as they continue their progress down the back stretch. In centre field is Mount Tassir, dark blue and orange for that around the outside. Takdir is nipping through up the running rail. Umran next in the field. As this stage, Dagui Lotoir's got a lot of work on, has only got 3 or 4 behind, as they continue to be quite well stretched out. Murshad Issa, another one in arrears as they take the turn inside the 600. So it's Wathbat Al Khaladir in front, drifting a little off the inside rail, but is showing up by about 4 lengths over Suwaiti Khaled Al Khaladir in second place. Mudhisha up the inside running rails not far away. They're being followed through then by the red and black of Tuhamiat Al Khaladir. Going backwards now is Jara Al Khaladir. But as they level for the line here, it's going to be Takdir who's pulled out and will go to the front. So Takdir goes on, goes here clear by a couple of lengths now from in second spot, Wathbat Al Khaladia, and they are being followed through by Suwaiti Khaled Al Khaladia. But this again is very much all over. Our leaders breezing to the line. So Takdir with very much ease bolts up, to be honest, beats Wathbat Al Khaladia. They're off and racing, and at the stalls it's Sadiq Al Wafi who missed it entirely. The 10 horse planted in the gates and was well adrift. You're talking a good 10-12 lengths off them at the start of this race, so that one's got it all to do. In contrast, good early speed shown here by Mustafi, who's got over from a wider berth. Stall 14 came out of, but has got to the advance in company with Fezola, the white jacket and green cap racing in a prominent role. They're being followed by the yellow of Bihafsa Al-Bahri. That runner sits in third place and is being tracked at this point in time by Wahim. The reserve is not far off them there, would currently take the turn in fourth. Totreb is next, a yellow cap, red jacket and black sash. That runner's just going a bit deeper out at this point in time and is being followed by Al-Haydabi, who's also in a centre field position. Back to the inside is Harjas next. The dark blue jacket is racing in company with Azal. Plenty of these with a lot of work on. They include the likes of Rayat Alaya, who's well off them at this point in time, as they make the journey towards the end of the back straight. So it's still a Mustafi in front. Shows up here, has had 6 previous goes, leads by a length over Wahim in second place. Totreb is back in third position. Fezola, having gone hard early, is now backpedaling swiftly. It's being swamped by the main group of runners, including Bihafs Al-Bahri in that yellow and black jacket, and Al-Haydabi, who's on the outside in the blue and white. Fezola's gone out very swiftly indeed. Yazid Al-Kir is one of those trying to run on in the blue and black, but heading back towards home inside the 400. Will the closers get to this leader here? It's Mustafi in front and away and clear. You're talking a good 6-7 lengths to the top of the home run. They're all on the spot, jogging on the spot in behind. Yahez Al-Kir has now taken second place down the outside of Wahim, who's beginning to struggle. 1 or 2 running on. Nolan's getting going up the inside fence. But inside the final 100, it is Mustafi in a league of his own. Always prominent, got away up the home run. That was very impressive. They're off. Underway here once again over the 2,000 metres, 0 to 75. Arabian Fillies handicap. Muna last in, but just about the first away. A good start from the class-dropping filly. She's up there early on and pressing for the early lead. Noor Al-Fadel is in company. And now, picking off them is Easter du Soleil. So that runner is coming over and past. Will lead them under the line first time around. Muntasirat Al-Khaladia follows them, races in fourth, and a further 3 lengths adrift is in company with Eliza, the check jacket. That runner just in the 2 path on the outside. Raghat is in against the running rail at this stage. Mabubat Jude racing alongside. Jade du Carrière is out the back end. Pink Silks of Shalat Al-Nakail in the rear division. Tarbeya Al-Naif is also right out the back as they take the turn and now head past the 1,200 metre marker. So out in front and a few lengths clear. Easter du Soleil. It's clear here by about 4 at this stage of the Muna in second. There's a further gap of 6 or 7 to the main group of runners now. third position, Noor Al-Fadel is being joined by Muntasirat Al-Khaladi, who's making a spot of progress, is being tracked into the race by Alizia, the black cap, who may just take fourth position now. Jade du Carrière is wider out, pushed along is Raghad, trying to get through as well. Tarbea Al-Naif, the last time out winner. Just about last of all still is Shalat Al-Nakail. As the front pair are starting to come back now, they're going to stack up here as they make their journey towards the end of the back straight. So it's Easter du Soleil who's in front with 600 to go, but now under pressure. And in second spot, Muna's come there travelling okay, with the ride having a little look behind. And in the wing mirror is Muntasirat Al-Khaladia, who's breezed up to their outer. They're being followed by Tarbea Al-Naif, Jade du Carrière under pressure to close, and also still with that runner is Alizia. So heading now to the top of the home run, 300 metres down inside it, 200 to go, and Muntasirat Al-Khaladia now sent for the line. Goes on and clear by 2 lengths over Muna in second position. Jade du Carrière continues to follow, is boxing on, battling away in behind them for third. Muntasirat Al-Khaladi has got in front. Have the brakes come on? Still battling, it would appear. 2 lengths the advantage, and it's going to be Muntasirat Al-Khaladi who wins race 7. They're off. Runners sent away. The Taif Sprint Cup. 1,200 metres in front of them, down to the inner. Saw Al Kuwait, not the best of beginnings. Will drop to the tail end of the field early on. Al Motawahed was away great. Up the inside. Al Motahed leads up early then, in company with Bin Al Ajwad, who's showing some good early speed. Right behind them, Bakhtar's very free. Needs to try and settle the head back in third. Being followed at this stage by Marquez, who races in fourth position. Backing behind that runner is Motawasi. Back up the inside fence is Fadwat Ayunik, is racing there in company with Salute Macho. Looking deeper on the race course, Dubawi Nash is not far off them as they start to begin the swing for home. And it's Al Motahed who's just gone past. Al Motahed hits the front with 400 metres to cover. Bakhtar's in second place. Strongly driven in behind is Marquez for third. Bin Al Ajwad is up on the inside in fourth position, trying to box on his Walad Al-Kir, but out in front, Al Motahed is burning up the home straight, powering right away. It's clear by 10, 12, make it 15. Al Motahed in a different league will win the Taif Sprint Cup. They're off. Racing away over the 1,600 metre trip in the Taif Derby. Pretty level beginning, actually. Down to the inside, December tries to get forwards early on. Showing good early toe, a little deeper out is Azam Bawadi. But there's not a clear-cut leader at this early stage, and no one going mad keen for the advantage. Brook is not far away. The white cap is drifting right. Badly interfered there with Uncle, who was tossing the head from side to side. Final destinations next in the field. Wider out is Ibn Toulon. Back to the inside rail still is December. Roland's towards the tail of the field at this stage. Masaya is in company. Then Azam Badawi, who's just gone backwards, and also Jumanat Al-Reem is towards the tail of the field. December gets through up on the inside. Just has a narrow lead in the Taif Derby. Shows up by half a length at this point. To the outside in second now. Final destination is applying pressure. Between runners, still in there pitching, but pushed along his Uncle, who tries to get further forwards. Right in there as well to the outside. Now coming up to them is Ibn Toulon as they're about to take the turn for home. Final destination in front with 400 metres to cover. Uncle, the same owner mates just in behind. 2 lengths between them now. To the outside, Ibn Toulon's in third, then December as they straighten and head towards the final 100. And Final Destination is out in front, clear by 4 lengths. Uncle and Ibn Toulon continue to battle away and try and close, but Final Destination got the first run. No scares for Final Destination, who checks home first and lands the Taif Derby.